This angel has become the personal housekeeper for a wealthy heiress, but while sweeping, his wings suddenly pop out. Right at that moment, his mistress is in danger. Kim Dan has no choice but to rush over and use his wings to shield her from the falling chandelier. He steps across the broken glass and carries her to safety. Yun Seo stares at his wings, confused. That's when Kim Dan realizes what's happened. Yun Seo asks him what this is. Kim Dan freezes. Yun Seo assumes he's doing some kind of cosplay, so Kim Dan quickly makes an excuse to leave. But Yun Seo grabs his wings and demands he take them off. She even threatens to burn them. Kim Dan panics when he hears this. He pushes Yun Seo down onto the couch and snaps at her, calling her a blind woman who can't appreciate beauty. Those words clearly hit a nerve. He walks away feeling dejected. As he's walking down the hallway, regretting how harsh he was, the rain outside stops. He catches his reflection in a window and realizes his wings have disappeared. That's when it hits him. His wings appear whenever he gets wet from rain. Meanwhile, Yun Seo finds one of Kim Dan's bloodstained feathers on the floor. Suddenly she hears Kim Dan shouting outside. When she rushes over, she finds Kim Dan pinning a man to the ground. He tells Yun Seo to call the police immediately. He says this is the guy who broke the window earlier. In desperation, the man flips the situation and pins Kim Dan down instead. Yun Seo immediately grabs her cane and subdues the man with a few quick strikes. She demands to know who he is. Turns out he's the artistic director of ballet for Yun Seo's company. He came here hoping to convince Yun Seo to return to the stage. Yun Seo rejects him on the spot and tells him to leave immediately. Kim Dan chimes in, telling him to get lost. But early the next morning, Yun Seo summons all the security guards. She demands to know who installed the chandelier and who broke the window. Kim Dan sees how uncomfortable they are and tries to explain on their behalf. But faced with Yun Seo's aggressive interrogation, the guards finally can't take being treated like criminals anymore. In a fit of anger, they all quit on the spot. Yun Seo then has the butler contact the surveillance company. She wants them to investigate last night's footage. That's when Kim Dan realizes the entire courtyard is covered with security cameras. Thinking back to when his angel wings were exposed last night, he knows it must all be on camera. He's screwed. Soon the technicians arrive at Yun Seo's house. Kim Dan wants to delete the footage first, but he notices Yun Seo staring right at him. His guilty eyes have nowhere to hide. The technician tells him to move aside. He has no choice but to give up. The footage is quickly pulled up. Watching himself standing in the rain last night, Kim Dan realizes he's truly done for.